So many causes, so many stories, and I think our next one will really resonate with so many people out there. Meet Phil.
Louise and I have been married for just over 30 years. We moved into Hayfield 4 days before we got married. That was Louise's idea. It seemed like a good idea at the time. And it doesn't do to argue with your prospective wife. So I just went along with it, and we've been blissfully happy there ever since. In her mid-50s, Louise started to develop some strange behaviours. Mostly her memory started to play up a bit, and Louise always had an exceptional memory. Unfortunately, it took us nearly 4 years to finally find out and get a diagnosis of young onset Alzheimer's. From that point on, our lives have got a lot more difficult, particularly the first year, where we had a diagnosis and no help, no support, no idea what the hell we were doing. We knew nothing about the disease. You see a loved one struggling to do ordinary day-to-day things. You see the frustration that that causes and the upset. There's no denying that it is incredibly tough. We saw a documentary about Vicky McClure's Our Dementia Choir, and Louise has always loved theatre and singing, and we'd not been able to find anything that provided support and respite for somebody in her position who is still, to this day, a very outgoing social person, and there on the TV was exactly what we'd been looking for. She was invited to get up and sing with the choir. What we didn't realise was that it was a sort of audition. At the end of the rehearsal, they just came over and said, "Did you enjoy yourself?" And she said, "Yeah, I loved it." And they said, "Well, would you like to join our choir?" And that was that. We became part of this incredible family. Louise, like everybody else in that choir, is transformed by that communal singing.
Here is our Dementia Choir!
It sparks things in the brain that don't just last for the length of the song. The general sense of well-being that they get continues well beyond the point where they can't remember the detail.
I think the difference that it's made to people's lives is it's given them purpose. And I think, you know, when you look at all the jobs and the brilliant lives that people have led before their diagnosis, they still want to use their talents and, you know, be creative and be challenged, and that's what the choir does. And it, you know, it really does become very much sort of a part of their families. So it's not just about the person that's singing in the choir, it's their carers, it's their family members, and they all get engrossed in it, and then all of a sudden it becomes a huge part of their lives. We've obviously got Phil. He really does stick into the world of a legend. When you're caring for your wife and he does all the technical stuff for the choir, he's always trying to do something to help us and make sure that we can keep going, because, you know, the choir rely heavily on people doing fundraising in whichever way they can.
When the Great Manchester Run came along, this is my local city doing a big run, a proper major run, right up there with the other big name runs, and I thought I've got to be part of that. So I signed up, went to the first one and got the bug straight away, and I've been there ever since. Both my knees are complaining, one more than the other. So this year I'm going to be walking and jogging a little bit. So I'm just going to enjoy the surroundings and really enjoy our brilliant city in the sunshine.